U-606 departed Bergen, Norway on September 11th, 1942, with very unique and dangerous orders. We were to make our way through the Norwegian fjords and proceed north to Bear Island. Once on station, a landing party will go ashore and set up a weather station. A weather station in this area will prove extremely useful for coordinating future attacks on the Arctic convoys. It is imperative we accomplish this task. A mission like this is extremely risky, however. U-606 will have to remain in shallow waters longer than I would like. Let's hope we are not attacked by aircraft or warships. Hello everybody, Wolfpack here, and welcome back to Uboat. It has been a while since I featured Uboat on the channel, and since our last video there have been multiple updates to the game, so I'm excited to hop back in and check all of those out. We are currently sailing up north in the Norwegian Sea, heading towards the Arctic convoy routes. Our mission is to deploy a weather station on Bear Island. However, I do plan to try to intercept some merchant shipping up here in grid like AB and AC, for example. Our mission objective is right here. We need to reach Bear Island first, so we will work our way up there. Hopefully we can pick up a decent convoy or something up here though, heading towards the USSR. Our boat, of course, is loaded up with food, fuel, and torpedoes as per the usual. As you can see, we have a conning tower with two 20mm cannons. Of course, we have our 88 on the bow and plenty of ammunition for that. We have a little bit of water in the bilge. We'll go ahead and turn on our pump and see the torpedoes we have. We pretty much have G7A and G7E torpedoes. We do have one fat torpedo, which has a search pattern that will zigzag around in a convoy in the case of missing. So that is pretty cool, and I look forward to checking that out. The same situation is in the stern torpedo room as well. Similar torpedo loadout. Let's see, make sure everything's all good in the galley. We have our weather station here, which takes up some storage space, but that is okay. Deck gun ammunition, we have quite a lot. I do expect we will be using that deck gun extensively. And here we go. Looks like, yeah, we have one T2 torpedo and then one T3 in the stern torpedo storage. Other than that, that's really all I have for the time being. Of course, I'm playing with a few mods. Those will all be listed in the description below. And you can see one of the mods right there. It is a little side emblem. I have a seal with a top hat, and I love it, quite frankly. Anyway, we will continue our patrol, and hopefully we pick up some shipping relatively soon. After patrolling the Norwegian Sea for a few days now and coming up empty-handed, we are now approaching Bear Island. It's currently just past 2000 hours, so hopefully it'll be nice and dark as we approach. We are moving in at a speed of 12 knots, and let's see how far away we are. Looks like we are 87 kilometers away from our destination. So it shouldn't take us too much longer to get there, especially at this speed. But I just wanted to inform everyone that we are approaching. The boat is rigged for red, and we will, you know what? We're going to do it now. We're going to do a quick hydrophone check down to periscope depth. Let's get you on the hydrophone, my friend, my hydrophone operator with the eye patch. He had a rather nasty accident. And we are submerging the boat. Make sure everything is a-okay. Have a little bit of water in the bilge, but that should not be an issue. But yeah, I am quite surprised we have not picked anything up during our journey here. See, I believe we departed on the 12th. And there we go, decks are awash. It is quite pretty though, I have to admit. This game still blows me away. All right, boat is going under. Let's reduce speed down to slow, please. Of course, the crew automatically kicked over 2 electrics. But let's see what our hydrophone operator can hear. A little bit of time compression here. And it doesn't seem like he's picking up too much. We're still 82 kilometers away from our objective, so I guess it's not entirely surprising. We'll submerge when we're a little closer to Bear Island just to make sure nothing is loitering around the island that could potentially harm the boat. Oh, there it is, everybody. We have visual on Bear Island. We did a quick hydrophone check, and no enemies were detected. I have an operator on the radar detector, so hopefully if there's a destroyer utilizing radar, we will be able to pick it up. We are, let's see, around 8 kilometers away from our destination. We should be moving at standard speed, and indeed we are. Hopefully everyone is ready. Let's check on our torpedoes. Everything's warmed up. Actually, my friend, if you want to come in here and perform maintenance on that torpedo, just in case things get a little spicy, we do want to have weapons that are in tip-top shape. All right, let's use a little bit of time compression here as we close in. 7 kilometers away. I have not played this mission before, so I'm not entirely sure how this will work. I believe we'll get a pop-up once we reach this point, and we have to send a landing party aboard with the weather station. And Albrecht will probably take the weather station. As a matter of fact, go ahead and go to the storage room and pick it up, my friend. There we go. Use a little bit more time compression. There we go. Send a group to land. We are moving too fast. All right. Okay, all stop. Let's stop the boat. And let's check something real quick. All right, you, my friend. Use the echo sounder. How deep is it? How much water do we have below the keel? I love the red lighting, like all this haze. It's very moody. All right. Anyway. Okay, 39 meters below the keel. Yikes. All right. Okay, that's the place. Your orders tell you to deploy a weather station near these coordinates. All right, send them to the coast. Pick crew members that will travel to the coast to deploy the weather station. They may face some dangers, like being exposed by inhabitants or facing environmental challenges, so pick them wisely and equip them accordingly. Okay. Do we have any sidearms? I don't think I actually have any. That could be concerning. Alright, we'll see how this goes. Send them to the coast. Alright, my friend who has... Albrecht has the weather station. Let's see. This is a French speaker. English speaker. Alright, I think English will could be useful. I don't know how many Frenchmen are this far north. That being said, I don't really know if there's going to be a English speaker up here as well. A cook, an expert. All these other guys are kind of useless. You know what? Maybe if this man can cook, he can cook himself out of a tough situation. So we're going to send him there, and we are going to send a bunch of red shirts in. Probably, you know what, 6. Safety in numbers, right? That's a lot of fists, you know? All right. All right, let's continue. All right, the team's being sent. Please wait while the team arrives at the destination. You can leave the screen at any time until the wait is over. Look at them go! Their little motorboat. All right, I'm kind of nervous. Hopefully, everyone doesn't get killed here. That would be mighty unfortunate. I should have brought some guns. Your team arrived to the coast with no problems. There is no sign of human presence around. We should send a scouting party to search for a good spot to deploy the weather station. All right, scout the area out. Okay, and they are scouting the area out. In the meantime, I'll do some maintenance on the boat. Go ahead, you my friend. Pump that water out, and then I'm gonna get him to make sure all the torpedoes are preheated. Yeah, they need some preheating. Let's assign an additional sailor to the conning tower as well. All right, you come here, buddy, and begin preheating. We'll see how long this takes. Scouting party is searching, so they still have a while to scout by the looks of things. Our men have finished scouting. Our scouting team has found a good location to deploy the weather station and carried all components there. We can start assembling it. Okay, start building the weather station, please. And they are now working on that. Funnel smoke spotted. Uh-oh, and the game's auto-saving. Okay. Where is that? To the east of our position. Okay, let's get the captain on the bridge. Actually, we have this guy on the bridge. Let's see, can we make them out? Okay, I see the smoke. Those are warships. Absolutely. Now, here's the question. Do we get our men back, or do we 2 to 4? Okay. Alright, we're gonna have to fall back a little bit. Increase speed to standard, please. Looks like 2 warships. 2 warships. Now, I'm wondering if I could torpedo them. We want to get out to deeper water. We'll have to pick up our men here. Once the threat has cleared. Let's use some time compression here. Where are they going? Okay, all ahead flank. Try to run away for a little bit. Our top speed, it looks like we're making 19 knots here, which is quite good. Okay, now let's break south and head for deeper water. Let's assess the situation. It is getting pretty bright. We are putting some distance between us and them, however. All right, how deep is it here? Get the captain. Check the depth under keel, please. We'll also have him turn on the pump. Okay, 61 meters. That's much better. Turn on the pump while you are at it, my friend. And we are putting even more distance between us and them. Looks like they're heading right to that position. Okay, let's turn around. All right. Reduce speed. Submerge the boat. Oh my gosh. Is that real? That's a lot of smoke. That's a lot more than 2 ships. Two to 4 ships. You can't be serious. Let's check our scope. Okay, it looks like... Okay, the smoke effects are just a little awkward, I suppose. Looks like 3 ships. 3 warships, my goodness. Okay. I don't have a goddamn hydrophone operator. Alright, you get on the hydrophone. How long do these guys have? Looks like they're about halfway done. Alright, actually, you, my friend. You are going to get on the hydrophone. Wolfgang is going to get on the periscope. You get on the hydrophone now. 1 additional sailor assigned to Wolfgang. There we go. I shouldn't have sent my radio, man, ashore. Hopefully these guys aren't dropping off a landing party or something crazy. That would be wild, wouldn't it? Okay, this is definitely a little wrench in our plans. It looks like they're just sailing on. Okay, reduce speed to slow. Now, I wonder if they'll keep on sailing. Hopefully they don't just loiter around here. If they just, you know, sail on by, mind their own business, we can pop back up and retrieve our landing party. These all look like fairly large destroyers as well. They're not just flower-class corvettes or something small. What a situation. Well, we will close in on them and see if we can engage. We have an update from the landing party. The weather station is now up and running. We just need to test if it works to consider this mission complete. We can use our onboard radio to check if the station correctly transmits data from the installed sensors. Okay, I do not want you to retreat to the ship just yet. You folks are going to have to hold tight. Unfortunately, I can't surface to use our radio. We have 2 warships over there, and then one of them is off to like 090 relative way out there. So this is an interesting situation. It doesn't look like these 2 guys are moving. And if they are moving, they're not moving all that fast. So we may be able to torpedo both of them. But this one will be another issue once it comes racing back. Yeah. Well, we'll continue to close and see what we can do about this. We have a skeleton crew, so it certainly makes things interesting. Okay, folks, here's the situation. We have 1 destroyer here, which is kind of closing in on our position. Then the other 2 destroyers are stationary off to our bow here. Somewhere over here. Yep, there they are. We have 2 of them just hanging out here. And I would like to torpedo them. However, the one that's moving is the biggest threat currently. I'm wondering if I can work out a way to blast all 3 here. Let's turn towards this guy. Let's lock onto it. Obviously, it is British. It is an enemy. And let's try to identify this target. Single stacker, 2 guns bow, 1 gun aft. Alright, Black Swan class. I believe that is her. Length of the target is 90 meters. Okay. Recognize you. Let's pull up our stopwatch. We are going to need this. Alright. Let's keep track of this target. These other two are stationary. All of our torpedoes are still preheated. We did it before we submerged, and they are not preheated. Okay.
Kapitän.
It's wild to do this.
Bestätigt.
Try it. We're going to have to try it for one of them at least. Oh, that is so frustrating. We are going to keep turning towards the target to try to establish speed. Let's unlock. Looks like she's moving at a fair clip here. We are almost done with our turn. There we go. Alright. Yeah, she's moving pretty quick. Are these other 2 still stationary? Alright, let's make sure we don't botch this up. We still have a little while. How's that torpedo going? Okay. We're almost done preheating 1 torpedo. That's good. Alright, closing in. We're going to time the target from bow to stern once it crosses our center wire. And start. Okay, target length is 90 meters as previously established. We're a little off there, but that's fine. Can't mess with it now. I can't really see her stern. And mark. There we go. Okay, 16 seconds. 16.5. Alright, she is moving 11.5 knots. Alright, lock target. Okay, bring the TDC. Angle on bow currently is not good. Let's try to turn real quick. We are going to fire a fish that is going a speed of, well, what do we have loaded? G7A, 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 all G7As. Okay. 40 knots. Angle on bow. 70 degrees port. Target speed, 11.5 knots. Okay. Range to target. Set. 2 kilometers, 2.1. Okay, already in. Good, good, good. Alright. Use info from the TDC. Alright, we don't have time to preheat another torpedo. We're just going to have to take that dud chance. Actually, work on tube 1. Go for it. They're all G7As then. What do we have to lose? Maybe this target will stop, although I highly doubt it. Yeah, she's starting to kind of break away as well. Alright, we're going to have to send it, I think. Alright, 11 knots, angle on bow, 80 degrees to port. Bring up our menu, flood tube 2, 40 knots. Impact pistol, 1.5 meters. Alright. Rudder amidships. And los. Okay, torpedo away. Let's look left. Lock on target. Okay, tube 3 flooded. Target there, speed 0. Speed 44 knots. Angle on bow, just over 90, not that it really matters. 44 knots, 1.5 meters. Impact pistol, fire. Okay. Next, similar solution, flood tube 4, 44 knots, 1.5, 0 knots. 2 kilometers out, although she's probably a little closer. Angle on bow is a little worse. There we go. 100 degrees port, fire. Alright. That's all of our fish away. This one's looking okay. Let's begin turning around. Come on, baby, give me a hit. That is all I want. No duds. Our dud chance is pretty high because a lot of our fish were not preheated. However, this one looks pretty darn good. It looks like we are going to get a hit. Come on, don't be a dud. Got her! There we go, that's what I'm talking about. And that black swan is... that tin can's ripped open. I don't think she is recovering from that. That was fantastic. Okay. Eel number 2 is heading towards target. Both of these look pretty darn good. Hopefully they don't get their screws turning before our torpedoes land home. Okay, don't be a dud. It looks like number 2 back there is starting to steam. There we go. Torpedo impact. Directly amidships. Now our other fish is running towards the target. However, it looks like she is moving. Crap. And it looks like fish number... yeah, it's going to run aft of the target. Because she started moving. Well, that is extremely unfortunate. But that's 2 destroyers knocked out. Okay, begin turning. Alright. I think we can take out this other one. Okay, my friend. You need to get it together. You need to start loading up a torpedo. That's right. Get 2 men. Actually, we can swing around. We have our stern torpedo tube. Let's see if that's preheated. It is not preheated. Alright, you know what? Come back here. Begin working on that. I'm aware it's a miss. Looks like they're manning the life rafts on this Black Swan. And this other one, I mean, yeah, she's taking on lots of water from the bow. I have that realistic physics mod, like ship sinking physics, and the way the ships sink now is much more dynamic and impressive. Like, look at that. The other warship's behavior is quite odd at this point. Our other friends have gone down and are now sitting nicely beneath the waves. As you can see, this one's masts are still sticking out of the water. It looks like she has hit the bottom just on an even keel. Those are the lifeboats there. Well, we will try to get a shot off here. I'm going to have you... Let's begin actually reloading all of these torpedoes. Yeah, begin working on this now, please. And thank you. And we'll see if we can get an opportunity to plug a eel into this last Black Swan. Well, our destroyer friend has made life a little easier for us. She has stopped once again, nice and close to Bear Island. I mean, if she's stationary, we are going to go ahead and prepare a shot. Let's lock on to target. She's not kicking up any smoke, no bow wake. I'm fairly positive she is all stopped. Black Swan class frigate, as we know. Range to target, let's go ahead. No, we don't need speed. Range to target, please. Let's go ahead and grab that real quick. Start 3.4. Okay. We want to get a little bit closer than that, but that's fine. We can go ahead and set up the rest of a shot. We're pretty much at a 90-degree AOB right now. Let's go ahead and plug that in. Just over 90 degrees starboard, speed 0, torpedo speed we'll do 44 knots. We are shooting G7A torpedoes, so those do leave the wake on the surface, and as lighting conditions improve, they're going to be able to see that a little easier, so we just want the torpedo to be really booking it. And I do want to get a bit closer, probably closer to 2 or so kilometers away, just for good measure. Other than that, we are ready. Thankfully, like I said, this Black Swan is making things extremely easy for us, which is quite shocking. We were not hunted, and this guy is loading tube 2 up. Let's make sure... Get back here. He's running away. He hates loading the torpedoes. It's his least favorite chore. But we're going to have him preheat tube number 2. So he had to load it in and take it right back out again. Alright, let's get a little bit closer here. We are moving at slow speed, crawling at 3 knots, and it is extremely shallow here. But I guess that makes it a little more exciting here. Compressed air is getting a little bit low as we've fired 3 torpedoes. I mean, we're at down to 95%, which is... I guess not too low. I mean, that's fine. Definitely serviceable. All right. Let's get a range on our friend. Okay, 3 kilometers. All right, let's go ahead. Let's do it. Let's send it. Let's check. Yep, I think everything's okay here. Alright, tube 2. We have a G7E. Magnetic pistol. Let's try this. Draft of the ship is 3.4 meters. Wait, do I set it here? I think I set the depth here. 3.4, we'll set it to 4 meters. 4.5, 1 meter beneath the hull. And this is a G7E torpedo. We actually want to make sure this reads 30 knots. There we go. All right, tube 2, magnetic pistol, trying this for the first time. Tube 2, los. All right. So this torpedo should run underneath the target and explode beneath the keel. Maybe we'll break her back in half. That would be great. Okay, torpedo is running hot, straight, and normal towards the target. Direct hit, directly amidships. Master blown off. Fantastic, look at that hit. Good to see our magnetic pistol worked, and that should be more than enough. Serious damage, no doubt about that. Awesome. I'm sure she's gonna start taking on water at this point. I see I saw a crewman kind of scrambling back here. But yeah, no fires or anything like that. However, I mean, the water is already starting to overlap her stern deck here. In just a matter of time. Well, our friend here still seems to be afloat and may need some more encouragement. So we are going to fire off a coup de grace and hopefully send her to the bottom so we can surface and get our landing party. We have lined ourselves up for a stern torpedo shot. We are going to fire roughly where the bridge is. It looks like her stern has taken on a lot of water, so we'll aim over here. Okay, speed. We are firing a G7E torpedo once again. We will use an impact pistol this time around. We'll set it to 1 meter. Just 1 meter, and we are firing from the stern torpedo tube, so we will choose that. Angle on bow. A little past, like just above, like 85, 86. Okay, tube 5 is flooded. Tube, or 1 meter depth. Let's get their range to target. How far away is she? This isn't going to be accurate since the main mast is blown off. 2.3 kilometers. All right, tube 5. We'll go right here. Tube 5. Impact pistol. There we go. Tube 5 is away. Should be running towards target. Indeed it is. Let's start moving forward once again. I was reversing to close the gap. There we have it. Tons of flame spilling out. I think that is all she wrote. And it looks like she has settled on the bottom almost immediately. Well, folks, with all 3 warships destroyed, I think it is time to surface the boat and retrieve our men. Let's surface and head towards shore just to pick them up quickly. Hopefully it doesn't take us too long. We worked this engineer to death, really, reloading and preheating torpedoes. He ran off to bed. We kept him awake. All right, let's begin moving at 1/3 speed. And there's some wreckage over here that we can check out near the Black Swan. We can investigate these guys. You can actually take prisoners and such. With the latest patches, but I'm more interested in those supplies. Unless there's like a captain or someone like noteworthy aboard any of these lifeboats, and it doesn't look like it, just regular sailors. I'm not too interested in that. Alright. Okay, guys. Retreat to the boat. Get back here, please. Okay, and they automatically came back to the boat. Oh my goodness, 4 interactions nearby, all the lifeboats. You know what? They're pretty close to the island. Hopefully our men hid the weather station in a nice and you know, secluded area. We're just going to get out of here after thinking about it a bit more. I see no use in sticking around. Okay, my friend, you get on the radio. We can shoot off these radio messages. And make sure this weather station works as well. Weather station, deployment area. Okay, shoot off these messages. Okay, receive this, please, from the weather station. Okay, decoded message. Temperature is 16 degrees Celsius, wind speed 8 knots. Confirm. Awesome. Fantastic. Mission accomplished. One feature they added, you can just click this to immediately teleport back to port. We are not going to do that. We are going to continue this patrol and hopefully find some exciting Arctic convoys. Maybe we'll head over into the Barents. Well, folks, that is going to do it for today's video. I do hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and comment, as it does really help out the channel. And be sure to leave a comment down below of what you would like to see me do next in U-Boat. This was quite a fun mission, and I did find it pretty enjoyable, so hopefully we can do more things like this in the future. Anyway, that's all I have for today. Thank you all for watching. This is Wolfpack345 signing off, and I will see you all on the next one.